I'm gonna keep the intro to this one pretty short and sweet. After years of searching, I can finally say, I have an MP7. I have an MP7. The MP7 is an HK German-made 4.6 millimeter submachine gun. These things rolled out sometime in the 90s. This one is actually an MP7 A1. There are a couple of variants. We will also be collaborating with Donut Operator in this video as well. Let me go get that back. The gang co-parents an MP7.
It's my weekend. I call the sheriff's department on you.
How's it going, guys? We're back here in the office talking about the MP7. I hope your week's been going well. My week's been, well, busy. And that's why here before the gun owners of America, I'm here to announce that I am running for Congress in District 23 to finish what I started. We're here to talk about one of the coolest submachine guns of all time, the MP7, which this is not the MP7, actually. You guys might remember last year we did a video with this. This was the poor man's MP7. This is actually just a Kel-Tec. It's like a CP33 with the Ferrotec chassis. Real suppressor, by the way. Just chambered in 22, which makes this a really fun little household rattlesnake blaster, you know, just in case there's snakes in the backyard, you're cutting the grass, you gotta solve the problem. The HOA hates him. Learn how he rid his backyard of snakes with one easy trick. Now, the actual MP7 in its new spot on the new gun wall, which by the way, the gun wall is looking fucking cool these days. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited. It's a little worried. I think it needs a little bit more stuff. We're gonna be filling it out over the next, couple weeks, but I think we're off to a good start. Over on this side, we have, it just kind of ended up this way and then we leaned into the bit. These are the guns from Fallout, like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, stuff like that. From the service rifle, the AM-180, beautiful gun. Lever action, the Lewis, video on that coming soon. Our assassination series guns, on all the guns that we've done before. The historic recreation kind of stuff from the Luigi Mangione, the forbidden pipe pistol, Abe Lincoln, JFK, MLK, Kurt Cobain, including a couple of pistols and things that haven't been used in videos yet that we are going to be doing soon. Morita assault rifle from Starship Troopers, don't worry about it. A couple of some classic favorites from the old gun wall. Cody's AR, which he just hasn't picked up yet, and I've been putting it on the wall just to see if he notices. He hasn't yet. Most of these we've done videos on or had them in videos. The most recent, the Jaw Wall Blaster. That one, I'm just, I had to do it. And then we've got the World War II section, because obviously I'm a big World War II guy, big history guy. A lot of stuff here, like I said, we've done videos on or featured in videos. Some of it we haven't. Yeah, it's coming up. But walking back over, we're gonna be doing the MP7 today, because my God, I have been looking for one of these forever. Just didn't really want to pay the 50 grand required to get one. But man, now I can finally say,
I have an MP7.
But today we're going to talk a little bit about the MP7, why it was designed, how it works, how you would operate one of these, and we're just going to have some fun. So, manual of arms. Let's cop a squat. I'm going to teach you how to use this fucking gun.
Hands up, don't move, show me your fucking foreskin! Just kidding, I'm just making sure you knew about Tac Pack. Tac Pack, of course, is a monthly subscription box where you can get cool tactical gear such as Enforce weapon lights, Fab Defense bipods, Tiger Claw M-Lock grips, Mission First tactical gear, and more. You can get the standard Tac Pack or the Tac Pack Plus, which in the month of September, I'm told, is going to be worth over $330 worth of stuff. And if you're new to Tac Pack, you can use the code AKGUY to get a free $70 tactical gift. It's exciting. I don't even know what it is. But that brings you a total value of over $400 using that code, which I highly recommend doing because Tac Pack is a good friend of the channel. Check them out using the links in the description and in the pinned comment. back to the MP7.
So let's say your name is John C. Half-Life 2 and you're trying to escape a laboratory factory. I don't know, I never played that fucking game.
And his name is John C.
Half-Life 2. The only thing you have to defend yourself with is an MP7, but you don't know how to fucking use it. Well, good. Well, it's not good, but we can fix it. That's what I'm here to teach you. It's manual of arms. You have an ambidextrous fire selector. So that is safe all the way up top. Semi. Fun. Which on the left side is where you would actually use that because that's where your thumb sits if you are properly right-handed. But for the wrong-handed folk, you still have it right below the ejection port on the other side. Yeah, safe, semi, demonetized. Magazine release is actually right here. It's on either side of the trigger guard. So in firing this, you would probably hit that with your index finger on this side, drop the magazine. Yes, this is currently loaded for the record, because nothing is drippier than having a loaded MP7 on the gun wall, just in case you need to melt to whom it may concern. But for now, we're gonna render the gun safe. We're gonna go ahead and drop that magazine, show clear. So, gun is clear. This is your charging handle on the rear of the gun. These little two tabs kind of come together, and you can run that with your non-dominant hand. Run that back. It's kind of like an AR charging handle, except objectively worse. Like this is that's like really flimsy.
ADD break. I was trying to put this can up and sprung a leak. So I'm just gonna put this down really quick. Cody, do you mind loading my MP7? Or excuse me, our MP7. Hold on, no. Here you go. All right, you guys ready to shoot it? I'm gonna take my fucking finger off the femoral and go. There we go. Height over bore. It's a thing. All right, took us a couple rounds, but we got there. Sometimes a motherfucker will forget that the dot is up here and the barrel is down here with the very short range. That becomes a problem. Well, that did the trick. Anyway, here's more MP7.
Let's go ahead and hold that back. So now the bolt is held to the rear. The gun does have a last round hold open, so at the end of the magazine, your bolt would be held back like so. And to drop it, you would just press this button right here, push that down to close on a loaded magazine. And you are ready to get back to work. That little tab there, just push that up, and then the stock can collapse. Cannot pull it open without pressing that button again, but when you press it, you see it just kind of pops out a little bit, freeing it to pull it out to the first position, of which there are 3. It is also worth pointing out that this is actually a real factory German HK MP7. So not a clone, this is the real Empanada. Oh, and I forgot, the folding grip up front, you just pull this tab down, and then it folds down, and then you can just deploy it back out.
Now, one of the neat parts about the MP7 is it does have pretty low recoil, which means you can actually collapse the stock, and while there is, I'm certain, no tactical advantage to this whatsoever, one can actually fairly comfortably one-hand it and keep it fairly steady. Would you ever want to do this for any real-world practical reason? No. Did I have a lot of fun doing it just now?
So now as to how the gun actually functions, we're gonna go ahead and pull these pins out in the rear. What's neat to know is that this gun was actually built for the same contract, to compete for the same contract that ended up spawning P90 behind me up there on the gun wall. So there was like the goal was to have a PDW, a personal defense weapon. They wanted a new caliber that could defeat armor and everything like that. So the P90 was put forward from FN and the MP7 was put forward from HK. Part of the contract also was that you needed a pistol that was chambered in the same caliber as the PDW, which is why the FN57 exists for the P90 as its counterpart. And then there was like a weird pistol that never really saw the market that was developed by HK. Neat, useless factoid of the day. So now I'm gonna move this over here. Take the bolt carrier group out. And now you can see where this is a short stroke operated gas system where you have a star pattern bolt that is spring loaded. A lot of PDWs and stuff this size people usually assume are either direct blowback or like roller delay, kind of like the MP5 is. The MP7 is gas operated. So this bolt carrier group actually reminds me a lot of, let's say like a SCAR 16 or SCAR 17, but also still, like all things considered, fairly simple. So when the gun is in battery, the bolt is in the locked position, which is able to hold all of the pressure, make sure that the round, the bolt and everything stays in battery until the bullet has left the gun. And as it passes by the gas block then hits a rod that smacks the front of the bolt carrier, that pushes the bolt carrier back. And when it does that, the bolt comes back out and unlocks and rotates out so that now it is no longer locked. And all of this can move backward, pick up a new round, eject the old one, and throw another round into the chamber. We put this back in, we just throw this back here, the recoil back in that hole there. Throw this back in the little track, charging handle that just kind of holds that in place. Throw this back into the rear of the gun. Drop the pins, that's a very necessary part. Throw these back into the rear. And once again, we have a functional MP7. The design of this gun, I think, for a PDW is fairly interesting. And if you also think so, and you're curious to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, maybe check out sdi.edu down in the links in the description in the pinned comment. Just a thought.
So the MP7, vibey as fuck. What's also vibey as fuck? MP7 with a suppressor. So we've got the actual B&T MP7 suppressor that we're just going to attach right here at the end. Ratchet on. And now let's test it suppressed. This is probably hearing safe, close. I think the steel is louder than the gun. It's not horribly gassy either. That's always a good superlative, right? Not horrible. Want to try a couple rounds?
It's so silly.
It's silly.
I love it.
But you could easily just see like one of our friends, the people who've had those kind of conversations, just entering a room, boop, 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 boop.
The guy that told us he liked using one of those he's like almost 7 feet tall, 350 pounds. And so that's he's got a little toy in his hand, just doo-doo.
Yeah, to him it's just like it's like a fucking 22.
Yeah, he said he really liked shooting people in the foreheads with that.
Yeah, it's like, does 4.6 have enough stopping power? Well, you hit him in the head, it does. Boop. Ever since I got this thing, I've just been playing it nonstop in Ready or Not.
It's great in Ready or Not.
It's fucking fantastic.
So overall thoughts on the MP7A1. Is it worth the $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 these things sometimes sell for? Is it really worth it just to have your favorite gun from Ready or Not? No, absolutely not. As far as just being its own weapon system, this is absolutely not worth the jump in price compared to other, similar PDWs. It's decent. Like, I don't have anything against the MP7. I'm not a fucking MP7 hater. I think they're drippy as hell. This is now one of the favorite guns that I have. But the reason it's favorite is not because it's not because it's that good. The reason it has a special place in my heart is because this has a special place in pop culture and firearm culture, and it's just so rare here in the United States. There's not a lot of people who have them. And to be able to take something like this, have fun with it out at the range, and be able to break down the guts and how the weapon actually operates and share it with you guys, I don't know, I think that's pretty special. You probably think, oh, every gun, every machine gun or anything like this is, super rare or like cool, I guess, I don't know. But even for American gun culture, this is truly the Holy Grail. And much like the Holy Grail, now that I think about it, it's not necessarily impressive when you get your hands on it. But what's cool about it is the story and its impact in culture. And for that reason, I just think it's neat.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the MP7. Cody, final thoughts?
I love MP7.
We have MP7 at home. Literally. Now we have MP7 at home. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. The MP7 is just a really cool gun. That's not mine now, I guess. Anyhow, if there's any videos you guys would like to see on the channel coming up, just let me know down in the comments. We'll try our best to source it. Clearly nothing's outside the realm of possibility. Thank you again to Donut Operator for showing up in this video. I don't think there was a chance he was going to let me not let him collaborate on this one.
I don't think so. I got up at 7 a.m. to drive here just to shoot the MP7. I love this thing so much.
It's fucking fun. It's a fun little toy. We'll have to use it more on the channel if YouTube doesn't fucking pee-pee slap us for it. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for staying all the way to the end of the video. And as always, I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers next time we break out the MP7. Thanks, guys.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top.
Abe Lincoln, JFK, MLK, fucking Nirvana. Now I've had a fucking stroke there.